Alright, and first up we have Awesome Dogs, Where the Fuck I Am. Pretty nice car, pretty neat. It suffers a few problems, the main one being just terrible suspension, but you know, what can you do when you don't know what the suspension means and you just choose random ones, which is what happened with both him and Aiden. And you may be wondering, oh man, that doesn't look like an ideal run. Yeah, it's not. I tried so goddamn hard. Aiden watched me try so goddamn hard. And Dogs wasn't as bad though. So anyways, here's his run. And here is Aiden's car, Sparky 3 Electric Bugatti, or the Electric Bugatti. You know, suspension problems similar to Dogs, except Dogs, at least it could land and not die, but since this was like a supercar, and the chassis is not designed to fall like 20 feet from the air, even when I was just going on like flat ground, like I'd land, and the engine would just fall out. It'd be like, nope. And eventually, I got a run, and I went with that run because it's the only run I could get. What you're seeing here is just a small portion of all of the runs I did. This thing is a sports car, or a supercar, as you can kind of tell, just kind of jacked up. But, you know, there's no way to jack up the body in automation, like make it more structurally sound, other than giving it hardy materials, which we did. But still, what would happen is this thing would land, and the engine would fall out. Sometimes it would land and be going for a while, and then the engine would fall out. Lesson learned, supercars aren't good on this track. Please don't tell me to build a supercar. I mean, I can't stop you. But just look at it, it's pathetic. And here we have Burke's car, Major Constipation. Basically, massive car, massive engine, massive wheels. Everything sounds good up to that point until the smallest exhaust possible, and if you didn't know this, the car needs to breathe to get its power. So a V12 that is as big as I could make it with as optimized settings as I could get is only pulling out about 80 horsepower. And that is at the best times, with a maximum speed of about 90 miles per hour. So, you know, it was lacking power. Alright, and to show all the times now of all the cars from this episode and the entirety of last season. I retested them all as shown in episode 0, and the person who came in first place, a car I was not expecting, the Millennium Falcon by DreamWorks, it just hunkered down and did really well on this track. Then Bricknose Screamin' Shit, last year, or season 1 winner. Then followed by Awesome Dogs Where the Fuck I Am, Josh Doing Things, Big Chunga Meme, The Working Sparky, and Sparky 3 Electric Booga 2. Following that, both by Aiden, then my least favorite car, the Pink Raider by Sev, Horses in the Back by Bork, Les Suicidia, another terrible car by Josh Doing Things, Mystery Machine Conundrum Contraption, the first ever car, still holding up somehow, even though I even didn't really know how to build cars back then, but, you know, doing pretty well. And 10th by Beth, then Drew Bakenhoos. I never know how to properly pronounce your last name, I'm sorry, man. But the Burj Khalifa Postal Service in 11th, followed by Darude Sandstorm's Tim Hitler Stash. And then Kaiser's I Have No Fucking Idea. Did a lot better on the previous track, but being a rear-wheel drive and low to the ground kind of roadster, didn't do too well on the dirt jumps, but, you know, what can you do? Then Burke's brand new car. Yeah, you know, it happened. Followed by FF, the chaotic evil car, and then Skrattles, the WarringLemon, and following up in last, as tradition, the Bored Mustang with its whopping, like, 13 horsepower, whatever it was.